Ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls, it's time. Time to keep it on. Joe Dirt. Okay, that's coming in too suddenly. It's not gonna fly. Okay, I wonder if we can add this or layer this on top of this. Where's the synth for this? There it is. Nah. That is no bueno. Okay, maybe if you reduce the width of Narbra 10, we could get a better sound. Okay, maybe even shorter. Okay, that didn't work, but if we extend this out to almost twice the length, minus 1/4 of a bar, then it might actually sound okay. But to find out, we're gonna have to go and play this from earlier on. We'll start right here. Okay, this is happening too suddenly, so we are going to have to transition out of this into this. Or we can find a different sound altogether, but we really like this. So Okay, let's see if we can try to find a sound to continuation sound to this. We are going to continue with the same namology. God bless America. Then again, if the gap here is too long, then it'll defeat the purpose of this drop. So we want to be as close to this as possible. Maybe we can stretch this out a little bit longer and then go straight into that. Maybe something like that. Okay, we're gonna try that. We're gonna highlight all of these. We are going to go back to the drawing board. That didn't work. We are going to highlight all of these. We are going to copy, paste, drag the new selection to the right using the drawing tool. And we are going to now find another layer for here. And we're going to keep repeating this until we have a proper pre-drop buildup. Now for the sound. None of those. Maybe something a little bit more hardstyle. Okay, this might work. We just need to modify the ARP. No. if we can modify this ARP to get a, there we go, something like that. This might work. So close. It's got a few too many sounds. So close. Like this classic one, we might go and remove some layers to make this sound a little bit better. So the layers actually sound more or less fine. The problem is the ARP. The problem is in fact the ARP. So we're going to go back to the ARP and try to find a more, or build a more suitable layer. This is more of a trial and error just to see what fits with the other layers. Okay, this is good for the next layer. We're gonna go ahead and select everything to the right of it and drag it far into a galaxy far away for now. We are going to next highlight everything we have on the right, far right column. We're gonna do a Control-C, Control-V, and then using the drawing tool, drag everything to the right, because we are going to create another layer for this. Call it Nexus NAR. Oh. I'm gonna call this NAR dude 12. And to find the sound, we're gonna go back to Hardstyle. Sound I like, but we need something with more kick, I think, coming out of this. or something like this. We are going to go to ARP. We are going to go to the library and try something like that. Okay, it's good. It kind of overshadows everything else a little bit. So I don't know if this is going to be the right choice. I wonder if we can go backwards. So I think these sequences might be a little bit too much. So instead of the sequence, we're gonna try an FX sound to try to get something a little more subtle. Something like that with a slightly modified ARP. So it's more repetitive like that. And it's got a nice reverb on it. Unfortunately, that's too many sounds layered on the top of each other, so that will not be able to. because NOR Kick 2 and RDUD 8 are sequences, same as this one, it's very difficult to find another sequence it's going to layer on the top of this without overshadowing, without any of them overshadowing one another. Especially when trying to build a build-up. So one option we have is to remove these two non-sequences to individual sounds so then we can layer them properly, or is to just bite the bullet and maybe not have additional layers here and go straight to the drop, or to this transition that we had from earlier, and then the drop. But we do want to try some sort of, at least one other level of, this one sounded okay, one additional layer instead of two before going to the transition. So if you can find something simple to squeeze in here, I think after being mastered, it can work. It's this second sound that's the problem, the problem child. Because the first half I just noticed sounds good, and we don't need that to kick in until the very last drop anyway. Okay, and now we want to kick this NAR babe back in, maybe on the 5th sound. So we're going to do that. We are going to take the selection tool, Control C, Control V, and we're going to pop these in right there. We're also going to use the selection tool on this bottom part. Same thing, copy paste, pop that in right here, but the only difference being we have this NAR babe sound here. So then ideally we can go directly to this drop if it fits. If not, we're going to bring in back this RDUD 10 transition and make it work. Okay, this 11th one is good. However, when it starts, there's a little bit too much volume on it. So we're going to create an automation clip. We are at bar 633. we're gonna create an automation clip on the volume. We're gonna zoom out, narrow this out, right click, back to 633, and we're gonna pop this in right underneath our pattern. This is gonna be very simple. We're gonna start it off a little bit lower and then move it up like that so it sounds more natural. And for a good tracking, we're gonna move those two. So I think we needed to do the automation clip. We needed to do the automation clip on number 12. I think this is for Nardude 11. So this actually is not needed. So we are going to pop open this synthesizer and create an automation clip on this. Right click on this, go back to 633, pop that in right there, and it's gonna look identical to the previous one that we just had, or similar, I don't know about identical. We're gonna do that, which should make it sound much better. So instead of an upward slope, we're gonna have a flat ascending line, so it builds up the build up. Perfect. I love it. We're gonna wrap it up right there. Cali out.